Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna do a video about Shaco's ability and some, advanced tricks you can do with them. Because one of my subscribers called Shadow Edge asked me to do so. Alright, so let's get into Shaco's abilities. His backstab is called backstab and it basically is a backstab. If you attack a target from behind, as you can see, you're gonna deal some bonus damage. For champions it's 130% of your normal attack damage, and for minions it's 200%. It also has a cooldown, as you can see, the red indicator right here, which you can modify with actual cooldown reduction. So that is pretty neat. Okay, and now to Shaco's Q. Shaco's Q is a blink, basically. It has a very small cast time, which is, in my opinion, very, I don't know why it exists, but it should be instant in my opinion. But it has a cast time of about 0.125 seconds. Not that big of a deal, but there's a small bug sometimes. But that's maybe for another video or something. Basically, it goes from 1.5 seconds to 4.5 seconds on rank 5. And if you attack a target after you Q, the cooldown gets reset. There's also some, kind of tricks I'm going to show you later, as you see the QE or the QW, but yeah, that's for later. Okay, so now the W. Basically, the W is a box. It's called Jack in the Box, and it spawns a box on your desired location. The box kind of fears the target. It makes them walk away with 100 movement speed, so that's pretty cool. You can use it. You can, stay on top of a box. Somebody walks into a brush into your box, and he just turns around and walks away, as you could see. Or as I demonstrated in the tutorial thingy. It deals 35 damage per hit, which is not that big, and it scales with level, but the numbers are not really important because the damage you're going to be dealing is not too good anyways. Now Shaco's E. One of his more important abilities in my opinion, because you kind of need it for assassination. The E has a very interesting kind of passive. If you attack a target while your E is not on cooldown, you slow them for 20%, and at rank 5 for 30%. If you throw the shiv, you slow them as well for the exact same numbers, but you kind of always want to keep your E for last hitting because it also deals percentage damage depending on enemies missing health. It goes from 55 damage at rank 1 to 155 damage at rank 5. And also the bonus AD, or the scaling is with bonus AD and AP. So in this case my bonus AD is 20. I have 80 base AD. So 60% is, the rank 1 and 120% is at rank 5. So in this case 60% of 20 is, according to League, 12. So my E deals 55 at rank 1 plus 12 from my bonus AD damage. So, that's pretty nice. As I said, kind of want to keep your E as long as possible because it's more like a last hit tool because it deals bonus damage. Yeah, as I show, you can QE, but I'm gonna go over that later as well. So that's pretty cool. Now Shaco's ultimate. Probably the most important or second most important ability in the game. It spawns a clone, a copy of Shaco, which gets more damage and deals less damage. And you can control it by pressing Alt and right click, or you can control it by pressing R. So those are the two options. If the clone dies, it deals explosion damage to targets near it, and it spawns 3 boxes in a triangle formation, which they do the same, or almost the same damage as your normal boxes, and fear as well. But if one of the boxes gets damaged, all of the boxes gets damaged. So it's basically their HP is connected kind of. There's some cool tricks you can do with your R, but as I said, I'm gonna go over that later. As you can see, QR, pretty cool combo. But I'm gonna show that again, as I said, like 10 times now. I'm gonna show that later. So there's a pretty awesome trick for Shaco's early game most of the time, because his Q doesn't last for a very long period. So what you can do is Q over this wall, over this very huge wall, as you can see. Right now, should happen. Just aim to the pine cone, go to the edge of the brush, and press Q, aim at the top of the tree, and boom, you go over. You skip some serious distance, as you can see. It doesn't look like you can make the jump if you look at the range, but that is a very awesome trick. Important is though that you have your camera locked in all those kind of scenarios, so otherwise those kind of aim points don't work. The same thing works on bot side. It's a bit harder though. Go to the edge of the brush again, very important. If you don't go to the edge of the brush, it's really hard. Now aim where those two rocks meet, kind of. Go to the edge of the brush, very important. This is the most important part. And kind of aim where the two rocks meet and Q, so you go over the wall. Pretty simple. There's another cool trick that you can do to gank from the enemy jungle, which allows you to skip the tower range. You can see there's this little crack in the wall down there. You kind of want to aim to the crack, and you're going to be able to surpass the tower range. So that's pretty awesome. As you can see, the tower range is the yellow indicator right there, and they only have vision in that area, so you just skipped it. Awesome trick, and they won't spot you even if you're invisible. So yeah, the same thing works on the top side. Kind of go to this little bush thingy there, aim where there's this little dell in the wall, you know how you call it, and you skip the tower range as well. Pretty awesome trick, really useful for ganks. Just use it in your games. Okay, so there's a couple of cool tricks you can do with your Q ability. Normally, if you, for example, press Q and then press an ability, in this case, for example, Tiamat, you will just get revealed, as you can see. Now, if you are fast enough and you press Q and instantly after press Tiamat, you won't get revealed. It's not too useful since there's no real scenario I would use it in, but it's just, you know, nice to keep in mind, because sometimes maybe there's someone walking away with like 10 HP and you don't have Ignite or you don't have E, and your only real choice is to Q Tiamat. Maybe, you know, there's enemies as well, a couple of them, and you getting revealed would lead to them killing you. So, you know, that's pretty cool to know. Now to Shaco's QW. Basically, if you want to place a box behind a target instantly, but it's too far away, you can press WQ, and as soon as you spawn in your new location, your box will, you know, will be put down. It works if you press W first and then Q, or Q and then W. It doesn't really matter, but as soon as you spawn in on your new location, you're gonna place your box down. This is very important. If you're chasing somebody, for example, and you wanna E, because there's like, they don't have that much HP and E would finish them off, and you press E and then Q, it doesn't work, even if you are in range after your Q. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe it's just me being stupid, but it doesn't work for me. So what you have to do is press Q and then E, but instantly after, so you won't get revealed. And if you are in range of the target, you can do the EQ combo, but as I said, you have to be in range of the target. Very important. Now to his ultimate. As you can see, there's a pretty cool combo you can do. Press Q and then press R. Doesn't have to be instant. You can use it whenever you want to. You won't get revealed. If you press Q and then R, people might think that your clone is the real Shaco, or you. So they might burst you down, waste everything on your clone while you're still invisible. You then reappear and can easily kill them. Another thing that is really awesome to know is that your clone can apply on-hit effects like Duskblade or Titanic Hydra. So if you want to burst someone down real fast, keep that in mind that your clone can apply those things. Also, one of the more important tricks on Shaco is really awesome to know. Usually if you Q and are invisible and then press B to recall, your invisibility will break, as you can see. So that's not ideal. What you can do though is, after you press Q, instantly after press B, and you will recall while being invisible. Just like that. So if you have a recall time of 8 seconds and you are on rank 5 of your Q, that means your recall while being invisible will only last for 3.5 seconds, which can get you out of sticky situations really easily. Now, if you have a Baron buff, for example, your recall will take 4 seconds, but you're invisible for 4.5 seconds. So that means you can recall invisibly. The same thing works with the summoner spell Teleport. It's a bit harder to pull off because you have to have a tower in focus. But but it's the same thing. Press Q, and then instantly after, have your mouse over the tower and press the teleport button. Really awesome combo to know, can get you out of sticky situations really easily. Now, the most important trick on Shaco in my opinion. You can use this trick every game. There's going to be an option every game to use this trick. Basically, if you press R, you're going to be disappearing from the map for a short amount of time. And if anything would hit you in that time where you disappear from the map, you can dodge it because you are not on the map anymore. So there's nothing to be hit. Basically, for example, I'm going to demonstrate it with the tower shot. You can walk into tower range, get one attack from the tower, and then as soon as it hits you or would hit you, press R and you'll dodge it. Pretty unlucky that I got back into tower range, because of the random spawn, but that's basically the trick. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please leave a like, and if you want to see my future videos, consider subscribing. If you have any kind of questions or video ideas, leave a comment down below. Thank you.